a tricky one. It's a tricky strategy. I don't know where Celtic take it. I mean, obviously the names mentioned. Is there anyone? I mean, obviously there's Knutson at Bodo Glimt still hanging about. McKenna at Ipswich, Robbie Keane, doing well at Ferencváros. I mean, these are the names that I've been banding about now. Is any of these guys jumping out that fit the bill at this point in time? And obviously, Nonce is the one that the bookies have lumped on. Do any of these guys fit the bill?
This is what I'm saying, Michael. I wonder if Dermot Desmond is letting Paul Tisdale compile his list and do a bit of running about and have some interviews and speak to people and do some back channeling. And ultimately, if a guy is delivered that Dermot Desmond doesn't want, then Dermot Desmond will throw that in the bin. Thanks very much. And I'll just go and pick somebody and I'll just go and deliver him because Dermot Desmond has got a way about him where typically what Dermot wants, Dermot gets, mate. So, you know, we can all run about having conversations, speaking to people, but ultimately, to get this over the line in terms of this is going to be the next Celtic manager, Dermot Desmond is going to have to look and say, I think this is a good idea. If he's not convinced, it won't happen.
Do you think, I mean, just to wrap this segment up, I mean, the Celtic AGM is a week on Friday. Do you think there'll be a new manager in place by the AGM next week?
I think the board will be hoping so. Might take a bit of pressure off.
I thought they'd want to get it done as soon as possible, especially going into the international break. But just you're not getting that vibe that anything's very imminent at the moment. So I would have my doubts. But I think I said last week when we got asked the question, would Martin O'Neill still be here after international break? I just think the board, they're natural. I think naturally they'd want to just get it done as quick as possible. I don't think the Martin O'Neill... Martin O'Neill's been a brilliant stopgap for them. They're lucky to have somebody like him that could step into the breach, but no, it's never going to be a long-term, even medium-term thing. So I'd be surprised if they don't get somebody in as soon as possible.
It was funny last week in Denmark with Martin O'Neill because at times you get the feeling that he really fancies this long-term, and at other times the kind of reality dawns on him and he thinks, I don't know about this. He was mid-sentence last week and he realised that there's no a midweek break now till end of March or something like that. You see him going, wait a minute. At that point in time, I think he was fairly knackered after a mad fortnight. Anyway, and the prospect of doing that, basically saying that this is what it's like all the time at Celtic Rangers.
The European game felt like a bit of a wake-up call.
I think everybody was slapped out of fantasy land with that one, and I think that Martin. And by the way, this is not a criticism, far from it. I think that Martin looked every day of his 73 years during that game. I think he looked tired, he looked exhausted, he looked as if he'd been running on adrenaline just to get to that point. And then reality starts to bite. I think Celtic have got a duty of care. I think that he stepped back in at a time when they needed him. I'm absolutely positive that he's enjoyed every single second of it. This unexpected walk down memory lane.
Yeah.
But I think there's a duty of care here. I don't think it's reasonable or responsible now for Celtic to say to Martin O'Neill, you can do this for the next 7 months, would you, mate? I don't think that's right.
I don't think that's realistic. I think even he deep down knows that as well, because I think it is such a hard shift for even for a younger guy. And listen, you know yourselves, even just reporting teams week to week and travelling and all that stuff is exhausting. To be the manager and all the pressure and the focus, that's a different ball game for a longer period of time.